For Broward resident Casey McGovern, a day by the pool used to mean sunshine and watching her children play. But now it is a painful reminder of the daughter she lost and a tragedy that would change her life forever.
From loading my car with groceries, driving home, unloading the groceries, starting to put the groceries away in my house, to finding her, then sitting in the hospital watching my daughter fight for her life, 29 minutes.
Casey's daughter was 19 months old when she drowned in the family pool in 2009, and she's part of a very grim statistic. In Florida, drowning is the leading cause of accidental death for children ages 1 through 4. In 2024 alone, 107 children died as a result of drowning. But it doesn't have to be this way.
Drownings are preventable, and we really need to be able to prevent drownings here in Miami-Dade County.
And that has been Casey's mission since that fateful day in 2009 when she lost her own daughter.
Upon leaving her, I kissed her and I made her a promise that I would do everything in my power to help other families never experience it. And we've passed 16 years and still going at it.
It is the organization that Casey started called Every Child a Swimmer. It provides scholarships for children to take swimming lessons across 44 states, and so far it has helped nearly 3,000 kids.
I can't bring my daughter back, but what motivates me is the power that we have to save others. And but done in 180. Severe introvert sitting in an office doing accounts payable and receivable, accounting paperwork stuff, to going across the country, helping to pass legislation and using my voice to hopefully save lives.
Casey isn't the only one making waves. Right here in Miami-Dade County, the Zero Drownings Initiative is helping promote access to swim lessons.
We wanted to take away some of the barriers that parents have why their children don't go to swim lessons. And one of those barriers is cost. Our program is completely free. The other barrier is a lot of parents don't have time to take their kids to swim lessons, so we actually transport the kids as a field trip.
Both Casey and Jim believe that swim lessons are one of the most important tools for preventing childhood drownings. According to the National Institutes of Health, formal swim lessons have been shown to reduce the risk of drowning in children ages 1 to 4 by almost 90%.
I would take videos and pictures of them in the deep end of the water or of our pool in their floaties and assuming that they were swimming and they were safe. I'm like, oh my gosh, look how well they're doing. Meanwhile, you take the floaties off and they have zero skills. And I had a son after my daughter's death, and because of what we learned, he was swimming, like motorboat kicking from one side of the pool to the next by his first birthday.
Last year we had about a 78% successful rate that the children would pass the post-test.
And these initiatives are also teaching parents the importance of water safety.
I talk about the pool in the backyard or a body of water in the backyard, very similar to having a loaded gun on your coffee table. You would never do that with a toddler. Got to think about the pool as the same way.
For Christine King, who serves as the chairwoman of the City of Miami Commission and the District 5 Commissioner, her personal experience with water has fueled her own passion for water safety education.
As a child, my mom took us to a Morningside pool every Sunday. We went every Sunday. They had a hot dog stand, and we would have a picnic. My brother and sister thought it funny to push me in the pool, and I almost drowned. I'm going under, and from that, what we now call PTSD, I am terrified of my head going underwater.
Knowing how to swim and understanding water safety isn't just recommended, it's crucial in the Sunshine State.
It is so important, and it doesn't make sense for anyone not to know how to swim in Florida. We're a peninsula in the city of Miami, where we have water on all sides of us.
We've had 107 drownings in our state this year alone, and it's the highest in recorded history. Last year we had 106 in the state of Florida. But then for every one death, there's 8 people impacted by a non-fatal injury, which then multiplies to 800 lives that were submerged, needed to be resuscitated, and needed to be, having some care. Maybe they made a full recovery, but most cases they don't, or they're impacted in some capacity. Makes that number much larger when you're looking at the reality of what we're dealing with.
As part of Every Child a Swimmer, Casey works to pass legislation. In 2021, she passed legislation that requires schools in Florida to share water safety information and where to go for swim lessons. Now, she's working to pass that same legislation across the nation.
We talk about this every year when we know stop, drop, and roll. It's ingrained in our brains, but nobody talks about water safety. And so my goal is to have water safety talked about just the same way in schools.
And the rewards of her work are personal too.
No matter what, your body remembers the trauma. And so on those tougher days, having somebody say, you know, your story did this or that, is just such a reward and such a blessing for me. And I'm really grateful, and it just continues to drive me harder.
And as Casey says, she will continue her mission until every child swims, preventing more tragedies like that one that changed her life forever. Taryn Jacobs, UMTV.